Good morning, guys. I'm not sure if this is the start of the vlog or not because I was at Dollar Tree this morning, but I'm home now and you're looking at this area because I have gotten in a new rug and then this rug. So they're both actually the same exact rug. I don't know if that's going to work out for me or not, but I'm gonna line them up. One of them might be a return. If it might be this one that I'll return. But basically, one thing about the house that I haven't quite felt super settled on are the rugs. I feel like they're not exactly meshing well all together. And so I realized the proper way for me personally to pick out rugs and make them all flow. It sounds kind of silly, but what I did was I kind of went into Amazon, found a bunch of rugs, I threw them into my cart, and then that way I could see them all together visually, like all in the same line, if that makes sense, because you know your cart shows line by line. And that way I could see all the rugs together. And that way I was like eliminating certain rugs, moving them around, and then that way I could kind of get an overall feel for all the rugs. So I am buying all new rugs for the house. I am keeping this one though because I love this one so much. So, you know, I'll just store it away for like the future. This is definitely something I would probably pull for a guest bedroom and kind of do more of my like Ralph Lauren-ish vibe that I've always wanted to do. But I've bought all the rugs except for the rug in this room. So the rug that I want to replace in here, yeah, I haven't quite pulled the trigger on yet because it's a little bit pricier. I mean, rugs are just expensive. So I haven't pulled the trigger on this rug quite yet, but I did buy all my other rugs. So I bought my new living room rug and I actually got them from Home Depot. They were sold out on Amazon, and when I did a search, Home Depot actually carries most of the same rugs Amazon does, which kind of surprised me. So this shag rug has just like, it just hasn't worked as well as I've wanted it to. So we're gonna be replacing it. But my rugs are very like contemporary style, but neutral. And then this rug really has to go. Like it's just been through it in like it's like all lopsided. And this rug is gonna be really cool too. So I'm hoping it's gonna work out. We'll see, right? And then the rug that's going in here, I got the matching runner. So, and this runner has bothered me as well. Luckily, it just wasn't that expensive. These runners were like 50 bucks. So, I mean, I guess that's still kind of a little pricey for a runner, but this runner has just like really bothered me. I think it's the tassels that I realized I haven't enjoyed. I don't think the tassels work for me, and it's the same runner as this one. And so what really prompted all this actually was I watched a TikTok where an interior designer talked about like the best way to do an entryway rug. And the recommendation is that the rug should actually be almost the size of the entryway area. I think you're supposed to leave like so many inches on the side. So I actually got a much bigger, and it's that one. So wait till you guys see the print on it. Hopefully we're gonna love it. And then I did get an exact matching print, but I don't know if it's gonna be too busy, but I do have a backup rug that when I was doing my whole thing where I was like adding them to the cart, there's one extra rug that could work with all of them. So if I don't end up liking this in there, I'll return it because it's got free returns, and then I'll get the other one that's like loaded up onto my list. So without further ado, let's switch this out. I also did buy some rug liners from Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna pull those, and first I'm gonna remove the rug, I'm gonna vacuum, I'm gonna mop, clean the area, and then we'll get this down. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited. I'm going to repurpose these And I'm also going to keep these as well. I'm just gonna roll them up and put them in the garage. Are you helping? Oh, thank you. Wow. Loki likes to be in absolutely the middle of everything. Don't eat the tag. Don't eat the tag. Also going to go see Beetlejuice. Our area is doing an early screening of it. It doesn't come out till the 6th, but we get to see it today, which is the 4th. Look at this rug. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah, you're up here, but. Obviously, as you can see, it's a little hard to get the perfect shot. It's definitely, oh, he loves it. It's definitely very bumpy. Not a fan of that. Like, can you see the bumps all in there? It's just gonna take time to relax this out. I probably need to put a set of books right there as well. But it should take a couple of days of putting books down, and then I need to make sure that the liner I use is really good and strong, because this mirror is sitting on top of here and Loki likes to run and he'll slide, and I don't want him to like pull so hard that this mirror comes crashing down, because it's really heavy. It would be very bad if, like, obviously the mirror broke and all of that. It would definitely do damage, because it is the heaviest piece I actually have in my entire house. It doesn't look heavy, but that is solid wood, and it's just incredibly heavy. So anyways, Loki loves it. The thing is that this is the exact same rug as here. And I'm feeling like as big as this is and doing a duplicate might be a little overwhelming. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to just go ahead and return this one. All right, so essentially this is how I did it. I just added all of the rugs that I was looking at into the cart so that I could just kind of see them stacked. So this is the one that I ordered for the living room, but I ordered it through Home Depot, and I also ordered the runner for the kitchen. This is the one that's in the entryway, and then this is the one that I bought also from Home Depot, but as you can see, it's on Amazon. And I bought it for the dining room. And then this is the one that I'm looking at for the kitchen. This is the kitchen nook. This is the one I'm looking at for the formal dining room, but I might actually switch this one out. This is the one that's just a little bit more pricey. So So I'm just gonna like remove that from the lineup. This is the one I'm looking at for the office right now, which is kind of like hard to see through the screen, but it looks like this, but I'm not sure it's quite right. All right, so I went through everything and I have all the rugs ordered, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys my process. So when I looked at this set right here, as you can see, these two, or this one, it doesn't really go. It has some brown in it. It'd be the only rug that was brown. I considered it for my office, but I didn't like it for my office in the end. So this one I can delete. And then I saw the like little dots here. As you can see, it's the same person, like this Jonathan Y, except for this one. This one's not Jonathan Y, but this one is. And so I'm really liking his stuff. So again, this is the kitchen nook. This is obviously the entryway. This is gonna be the living room. This is gonna be the dining room. So I've already ordered this one. And then I was like, okay, what do I do with my office? So I considered this one, but it's not quite right. This one I thought would be way too busy next to this because they'll be right next to each other. So that's what was throwing me off, was that I have this rug right here, and then whatever's in here, I just didn't want it to look too busy. So I needed something a little bit more neutral. So in the end, deleting this one, in the end, I ended up with these 4 rugs, and I just doubled on this one. So this is my living room rug, and then I'm doing it as well in my office. All right, Micah came back from the mall, and this is the top she got me. She sent me pictures, so I picked this one of the pictures that she sent me. Super cute. I'm already dressed and ready to go for tonight's movie, and super excited about it. It's gonna be Micah, me, and my mom. Asked for my stepdad to go, but he did not want to go to this one. So the rug is just very, very bumpy. It's gonna take, I think, probably a week, like somewhere in there, hopefully, for it to really like smooth out. But I'm thinking I might go grab those liners. I got those like runner liners, but I can just, I don't know if I can just like combine them two together, because I feel like I might need some like that kind of support under it. But anyways, so I'm gonna show you guys a haul from Shein. I feel like I haven't done a Shein haul in a really long time. So I got these really cute little like vintage, like look how cute they are. Actually, I ended up buying some more of these from Temu as well. So Temu also has them, but I have another Temu haul coming. It's so good. Then I got these little like coffee stickers. Oh, they were just really cute. I'm not gonna open those up. Then I got these, which are like vintage, I guess. Like vintage little card shares in here. Don't really know what share has anything to do with this pile, but all right. So there's that. Then I got these, which I think are like postcards. So this one's not going to open up as easily. Let's see. Oh, cute. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, they're just like, sorry, it's not going very well. Cute. I love like thick cardstock, postcard type stuff. So I got some of those. And then I got these These are actual postcards and they just say hello. So, how adorable are those? I got these for my Etsy shop so that I could like use them as a thank you. I'm really trying to like upgrade my packaging and really make it a lot better than I have been. All right, then I got a bunch of jewelry. So I went back and I was watching myself, like I was watching vlogs and I saw one of the necklaces I wore and I was like, I remember, I was like, I got that from Shein. And so I got another one. I will say this does like turn orangey, but for a couple dollars, I really like that this is clear so you can't really see it on the skin. And then it just looks like you have this floating heart and I love that. So I got another one of those. And then, but I really wanted the pearl. I used to have a floating pearl from Shein and turns out they still have one. Now this pearl is a little bit bigger than the original one that I got from Shein, but you know what, like that's fine. So it'll just look like there's only a pearl. You won't actually see, you know, that. So I got that. I can't for the, what is this? Because at first I looked at it, I was like, why do I feel like I've already bought that 100 times? But, oh, okay. So it's a set. It's an M and a pearl and it's together. So it's one necklace, but it's like a layered necklace. Okay, that's actually really cute. Yeah, I forgot I got all this. And then I have actually been eyeing these earrings. These earrings have been in my shopping cart on Shein for well over a year. And they're perfection. They are the perfect size. I love it. I feel like it'll be a fun way to like add fun earrings with my hats. And, you know, kind of give it a little something extra because I'm in hats a lot. All right, so we got those. And then I got this, which, what is this? Is this a bracelet? Yeah, I guess it's a bracelet. It's like, yeah, really cute. I don't have like, I'm not wearing a watch or anything today, but and then you just kind of like pull. How cute is that? I love pearls. I'm sure you can tell. Honestly, I lost my pearl earrings. I always lose them. You know what happens to them? They fall down the drain. Like I'll take them off. I usually will wear them like in my seconds or I'll just lose them. I don't know why I don't lose any of my other earrings, but my pearl earrings, I will lose. All right, so there's that. Let me just put this back in so it doesn't get like, because it's like a rubbery, you know, necklace, so I don't want it to get tangled. And then let me put the little heart in here too. Even though this little heart will tarnish, maybe I just need to like get some cleaner for it because I really want this to last. All right, so there's that. Now let me show you guys the clothing. So I didn't know this about Shein. This was just like revealed to me, but apparently they have secret brands that are supposed to be an exact dupe to other brands. So they have a brand and each brand has a name. And there's a brand in there that's supposed to be a dupe to Zara, like literally anything and everything Zara. Now Glow Mode is supposed to be a dupe to, I think Aloe, but I don't know if it's Aloe or if it's Lululemon. I don't know, but it's somebody specifically, okay? And I've heard nothing but good things about Glow Mode. Like, look at their packaging. Wow. That is serious. When I saw the sports bra, I knew immediately that it was very much me. Kind of looks like a boot, the material. What? Look at her. I'm gonna definitely have to go buy a backup. I know I do. I know. I don't know why I do this, but when I fall in love with something, I just know that I will wear it to death. And I feel like this is one of those pieces where it's so unique. I'm just gonna get another one just in case. I'm gonna look here in a second, see if there's any other colors to that. All right, already a good thing. Okay, so there's that. Here's another Glow Mode purchase. These are socks. I wanted them to look like the aloe yoga socks. And look how cute that packaging is. What? 91% cotton, polyamide 8%, elastic 1%. So yeah, I think they're supposed to be a dupe to aloe is what they are, because like this, it would say like aloe right here with the double black stripes, but it has a little G, which I think is super cute. And so I got a 3-pack. I feel like I need to do more Shein hauls. Hang on, I'll move that out of the way. And okay, here's my last Glow Mode. Oh, they are a dupe to aloe yoga. They are, because this skirt is what you'll see. If you know aloe yoga, you just know. Like, look how cute she is. You guys, with like the built-in shorts underneath. Yeah. Yep. I think that's what I'm probably going to ask for Christmas. I want some like vintage things. I think we're going to like thrift for each other. That's what my family and I talked about. But for my birthday, I think I'm gonna ask for Glow Mode stuff. So there's that. And then regular Shein. I know, another USA cable knit, but this one is black. Oh, and it's good. It's a good one. Yes, this is such a good one. Like, I just, I mean, it's not like really stars. They're like fleur-de-lis. That's so funny, but I love it. I freaking love it. Okay, so there's that. And then I have a skirt. Now this skirt has been in my cart as well for a while. I also have it in navy, but I didn't get the navy one. I just got the black one because I was like, let me first of all see, because sometimes with bottoms, you know, it's like one of those things. And I am like, my weight is like, I gained weight, so I get really stubborn when I gain weight. I don't want to buy clothes to fit me at that weight. I want to go back and lose the weight and then wear all the things in my closet that fit me. So I don't know why I do that, but it's a little skirt. And I feel like these are kind of hard to come by in a really good, like, basic. Kind of has like a linen vibe. So you see the back. I'm hoping this is gonna fit. So like if I like it, I'll probably get it in the navy. But maybe black will be just fine. Like I don't need to get, this is not one of those things where I probably need to get it in another color. Like I feel like black would be just great. But yeah. That is my little Shein haul. I'm about to jump right on and see all the other Glow Mode stuff. And there's way more brands that's supposed to be like a one-to-one dupe. I would say that if you want to find out, hop onto TikTok and type in like Shein dupe brands and somebody might break it down for you in a whole video. I just finished filming a video, so I'm basically, hi guys. Oops, I need to upload it now. What time is it? Oh, it's 4 o'clock. It's past my upload. So I need to get it going. I like to post at 4 o'clock. Also, my posting time, I think, has changed. for this video, for this channel, I have always posted at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time most of the time. Sometimes I'm late and I'll post whenever I end up posting. But yeah, so, but I have decided to change my post time from 5 to 6. So I'm pushing it back an hour. So I post my main channel at 4 and then I've been posting you guys at 5, but now I'm putting like a 2-hour window difference. I feel like a lot of you have actually watched more of my vlogs when they are later released, and it also will help me when I'm like having to edit and get everything done, you know, so they're not like so close back to back. We're getting ready to go to the Beetlejuice movie. I'll show you guys my outfit in a second, and we're gonna be back, it's gonna be dark, so I'm just like setting the vibes in the house so that one, Loki has light, and I've got my vlogs playing, so hopefully they'll play the entire time because it's on a playlist. And then yeah, I got my lamps on in here, but here's my little outfit. Micah got this Beetlejuice top. It's got like rips in it from, it's supposed to be like that, from Hot Topic, sorry, my brain was like not computing. My Nike hat, just because it's a hot day, it's raining outside anyways. My side braid as usual, Nike leggings, Dollar Tree socks, these Nike shoes. I just want to be comfortable. And I'm wondering if I should bring a blanket though. So I don't know if I should bring a blanket, but I guess I better figure that out. But anyways, I've just been kind of like setting all the lower lights on so that, and then look at Loki. It's so funny.
Size.
Yes.
Did they look weird on you the first time you tried them on?
Yeah.
Then you got used to it?
Yeah, they're cute.
I think I'm going.
Going to see Beetlejuice. Oh, that looks scary.
Ooh.
We saw previews for that, remember?
Yeah.
Should we do our pictures, our Beetlejuice pictures with all 3 of us? No, you guys can. No.
They got Diet Dr. Pepper. It's not Diet Pepper.
Get my seat all the way up. Woo!
So they sold out.
Make you wish you were dead.
Where is Beetlejuice? Waited an eternity and now.
Beetlejuice starts now. Beetlejuice. No. All right, I'm back home. Just got out of the shower. My eye is itching. We're gonna do my skincare routine. Gonna do, how's it? Yeah, it's in here. I'm gonna do my glycolic acid tonight. And so yeah, so we just got back from seeing Beetlejuice. I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10. It was really good. It wasn't my dream, I guess you could say. Like, obviously, I know that it wasn't ever going to be as good as the first. I wasn't expecting it to. If anything, I was expecting it to be pretty bad, and I was worried about that, you know, because I just did not like Hocus Pocus. I did not. I wish I did, but I didn't. So I was kind of worried that they were going to kind of botch it. And I feel like they did a really good job overall with the storyline. I feel like there was kind of a lot going on a little bit. And, but I feel like it definitely could have been worse, and it wasn't. So that's really good. I don't know what to say without like giving it away. Obviously, if you watch all my videos, then you saw how good I talked about Twisters. I was really happy with Twisters. I love that they made the movie as weird and quirky and obviously very sci-fi, however you want to call it. I wouldn't even know what you would call this kind of movie. Fantasy, sci-fi, because obviously like this isn't something that can happen in real life. I love that they still maintained a very bizarre, you know, afterlife kind of thing. So I thought that was really great. There was somewhat of a plot twist that was like, oh my gosh, it was so clever. And Michael Keaton was Beetlejuice. He was great. He even sounded like as young as he used to be. I don't know if they did any sort of like audio with that. Maybe they did. But I will say what makes this not a solid 10 for me was two things: song choices and the ending. I thought the ending was a little rough. It was very kind of confusing. It just missed the mark for me. And then the song choice, especially because they, you know, the iconic Deo, like when they're all lip syncing or singing around the dinner table because Beetlejuice is making them puppets essentially. Well, Beetlejuice does that again, but the song choice was so bad, and then on top of that, it lasted for so long. I was just like this. Like, when is this song gonna end? And I feel like, and it wasn't even like Beetlejuicy. It was just the weirdest song choice for the whole scene. Like, I don't get it. And you know what's interesting? I wish that when they take on a cult classic that they could have like one of us in the room, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like run it by the fans. Because like we know. I'm not saying that obviously my opinion's the only opinion and that some people might have liked the song choice, but it was a hard song to like, and it was just like, it wasn't even like, you know, it wasn't even like an upbeat song at all. Like, it was just a very low beat. It went on forever, and it was definitely supposed to mirror Deo, you know, like, so anyways, I'm just saying, I wonder how differently things would go with movies like that they remake, like Hocus Pocus and you know, Beetlejuice, and even if they remade Goonies, like, they really need to have like fan input, because it could honestly really help them. Like, they had so many opportunities to really hit certain things, because overall
it was great. Overall, the story, the cast, Catherine O'Hara, right, who plays Delia Dietz. I mean, she nailed it. She was exactly the same woman, and it was just like, it was amazing. Winona Ryder was also really great. I think she, like a smidge, just a tiny, maybe not. Maybe I need to rewatch it again, but maybe a tiny smidge she overacted. But it's hard to say that about Winona Ryder because to me, she can do no wrong. And honestly, I was very, very pleasantly surprised by Jenna Ortega. I feel like when you take on a big role, it's hard to see that actor as anything else. And she did play Wednesday, and that is a very big role. It's kind of like Robert Pattinson. I mean, he went and played Batman, but I'm sorry, Batman who? I know you as Edward Cullen from Twilight, and the Harry Potter kid. It's so hard to see these actors who take on these very iconic roles, and a lot of them have even said it. They're like, these roles kill your career because no one can see past that role sometimes. And I was a little worried with Jenna Ortega playing Astrid in the movie as Lydia Dietz's daughter, but she did phenomenal in my opinion. I did not remember that she was Wednesday one single time, but I have to say I'm definitely breathing a sigh of relief because they overall did a really good job. I mean, a solid 8.5. They brought back some very iconic moments. We all clapped, the whole audience clapped at one point when they revealed a certain something. Also, I said this to Micah, and because Micah, you guys know the sandworm, obviously that's not a giveaway by any means, because I think the sandworm was in the trailer, but Micah was like, I love how they kept the sandworm still looking very fake. Because obviously when the first Beetlejuice came out, we didn't have the same AI technology, and they could have obviously have made this worm look a lot more real, but they still made him look just as kind of fake as he did before. And it's funny that she said that because I remember I'm watching this movie, and this isn't even the sandworm part. I'm watching this movie, and the town parts were literal perfection. But I was just like, I know what it is about this movie that's so good so far. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like they used a 90s filter. Right now I'm very pixelated, it's very low quality on the screen just because I'm filming on my iPhone and I don't have the proper lighting. During the day, the quality of my phone is more crystal clear because of the lighting. But that's what it felt like. When I'm watching Beetlejuice, it wasn't that crystal clear, 2024. It literally felt like they used a filter and made it look more old-timey. And I'm like, this is personally what I want. I want the movie to feel nostalgic. I want it to be how I remembered it. And I think a lot of what causes movies to not do as great when they try to take on a classic is they put these obviously new technology and new cameras that pick up 4K and all of this stuff, and you can literally see actors' pores. I don't really want to see that. I do want to see a more old-timey film, and I felt like they might have done something like that. I don't know if that was intentional or if I was just seeing things, but I really liked that part. When they're going through the town and it's Halloween and trick-or-treating, it was so good. It was, yeah. So I would just say though that the song choice and the ending took away from it being a perfect 10. Overall, such a great movie. So yeah.
That's what I would personally rate it. It could be a solid 10 for a lot of people. I just can't get past the song that they chose and for how long it went on and on and on. It was just, and it wasn't even Beetlejuicy. All right, I'm editing this video and I decided to input what I really think about Beetlejuice. Obviously, this was me fresh off of that night, off of seeing the movie. There's been a week now since I've seen the movie that I've kind of like let things marinate, and I actually would venture to say it's more like a 7.5 range for me, because the more I started thinking about the whole picture, the more that I just had little like things with it. So don't watch this if one, if you haven't seen Beetlejuice yet and you don't want it spoiled, or two, don't watch it if you loved it and you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that mess with like how you see the movie. But just in case you've watched it and you're kind of like, I don't know about this, here's my take. Everything I've said, I still like stand by. Like, it was an overall really great movie. I don't think that they botched it like Hocus Pocus 2, but I do think that they overdid it. When I look back and think on Winona Ryder, and I love her, so it's really hard to say this because to me she can do no wrong, but she did kind of overact. And obviously this is years later. She's no longer this quirky, teenager with this like chill attitude, but they literally made her the polar opposite of who we've known Lydia Dietz to be. So in the first Beetlejuice, she's just like literally like even keel. Like, she is so chill, nothing gets a rise out of her, right? She sees the Maitlands and she's like, oh look, ghosts in the house, oh, and they put on their ghost stuff and she's like, ooh, take pictures. Like this, like Lydia Dietz is not phased. But in the second Beetlejuice, she is like anxiety, like she's literally like jittery. And so that was just like, why they do that to her? Why did the directors have her like this? Because obviously in the first Beetlejuice, she can see dead people. And so that doesn't stop. She continues to be able to see dead people. But it's just, I really wish she would have been still that even keel Lydia Dietz. Like, that was just the coolest character. And like, even if you look at the poster cover of Beetlejuice, Winona Ryder in it, it's not her. I have it somewhere. Let me go get it. I am totally overpicking this, by the way. This is not like, I probably couldn't have done better like if I was directing it or producing it myself. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just like talking about how I kind of like saw some things. But if you look at Lydia, like even her expression is not quite like her. Like Lydia Dietz was more like this. She didn't have a worried expression because she was never worried about it really that much. Obviously, she was worried about the Maitlands in the first one, but even then, whatever. I'm diving too far off here. So I would venture to say that I thought that she did have some overacting in it and that her character was not one and the same. So I felt like I was seeing two different like people. Then let's talk about her, Dolores. If there's one place they really went wrong besides the song choice, like I said, her character. They hyped her up the entire movie. The entire movie, she is looking for Beetlejuice. She's coming for him. And you're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Is Beetlejuice going to go? Is this how they're going to end it? Like, then she finds Beetlejuice and then falls flat. nothing happens, essentially. And she just like stands there. And then somebody gets her. Obviously, like if you're watching this, I don't know, the worm gets her. So it's like, what was the point in her character? She was way too hyped up in the entire movie. They made it seem like it was one of the main storylines, and then it completely fell flat with her. Like, I did not understand that in the slightest. I think that the writing there was totally wrong. They either should have really used that as a story plot or not included her in the movie whatsoever. That's the other part. I think they had way too many stories running. They had her story running, which I won't say. They had her story running. They had Dolores' story running. Then they had Lydia dealing with Beetlejuice. Like, it was just way too much. And when you look back at the first Beetlejuice, it was utterly simple, classic, and iconic. And the storyline was Beetlejuice. The storyline was that Beetlejuice wanted to marry her so that he could get out of the afterlife. Because if you're dead and you marry somebody living, you can, I guess, come back, essentially. But there was just so much. And then him. They brought him in to basically be the version of the main lady with the slit throat from the first one. They brought him in, and then him. Her boyfriend. It was way too much. Too much in the plot. They needed to kill literally half of it. Half of the plot needed to go. Like, we did not need him, in my humble opinion. We did not need her. We did not really even need him. Her storyline, which had a plot twist to it, was very interesting. I think if they would have kept that, one or the other, they either should have kept her story or Beetlejuice and her story. But all of it was just... And then, like I said, the ending was weird. It was off. It didn't make sense. It was very confusing. I definitely left feeling like, huh? Like, you go on this high because you're like, oh, it's Beetlejuice. And then it was weird. It was very, very weird. I think that had there been some tweaks in the writing, it really could have been iconic. But I think it'll just be Beetlejuice. I don't think, I don't know. That's my take. That's what I think. I thought that them covering the house in the movie was hilarious. And then her in it, I think she carried the movie, if I'm being honest. Out of everyone's acting, Catherine O'Hara and, I'm sorry, I keep pulling this up. Catherine O'Hara and Jenna Ortega were probably one of the better ones. I even thought, Beetlejuice was interesting. I hate having to say it, but I didn't understand why he cursed in it. And listen, I'm a sailor. Outside of YouTube, I curse like a sailor. I don't want to, but I do. But I didn't understand why Beetlejuice did. It didn't seem very characteristic of him. Maybe it is. I don't know. I need to watch the first one again. And he didn't say some of his iconic lines, like Showtime, I was really hoping maybe he says it and I missed it. I don't know. But anyhow, that's it. Like I said, though, the filming, I love that they gave us more of the town that they live in, where the Maitlands lived in. I loved that. That's the one thing, right, we didn't really get from the first one, is we only got snippets of this little town because obviously the bulk of the first Beetlejuice was in the house and then in the afterlife. So, but anyways, that's what I really think. I would give it a solid 7.5. I wish I could rate it higher, but this does open for a third Beetlejuice. So maybe, just maybe, they'll give us a really great finale. But anyways, that's that. I think there's one more clip till the end of the vlog, and this was a long one. I'll see you next time. Also, I thought this was weird. Brad Pitt was one of the producers. Like, that's interesting.